Jackie Styles Plans book by Sammy Bayless, Lauren Schneider, Faith Lilly, Ben Smith, and Noah Elmore. Starting off, we need to show a quick overview of our plans and the rough draft we are going to take. Jackie Styles is our product. We are not advertising the gyms she wants to open or the fitness program she wants to start. We are advertising the person behind these ideas. Styles herself is a huge memory of women's in NCAA and an inspiration to upcoming basketball players and women as a whole. She also beat cancer and has had success with the training for women's basketball. All of these accomplishments embody what our product is and why she matters. Knowing what a great person we are promoting, we now have to reflect this to the correct people, the correct places, and at the correct time. We have to show how to take control and break records just like Styles. The word problem statement does not really reflect our vision. A better term would be a challenge, as I'm sure Jackie would concur. We have to overcome this challenge. To do this, we need to know exactly what we are facing. We are coming into a highly saturated market of gyms and personal fitness. That is why we have to promote Jackie and her standards. To do this, though, we will face misogyny, the war against gyms, and low media coverage because the WNBA is not common knowledge to most people. To push our product to the masses, we will need a game plan. We aim to promote Jackie in the following ways. We need to prove her credibility by showing all of her accomplishments. We have to spread the word about her and her organizations where she made her fame. All of this would be lost, though, if we were not organized and advertising to the correct group. Identifying our target market is our most important task. Once we do this, we will also need to find a secondary market and see how we can pull them into our target market. Lastly, we have to advertise to both our supporters and our belittlers. Pushing to both our loved and hated will get the most coverage and hopefully change the minds of both.
So let's talk about situation analysis. First, we analyzed Jackie's SWOT analysis, and she has a great business plan in place that I think will help her grow a lot. We wanted to really target her strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, so that's why we did do the SWOT analysis. She also has identified values for her brand and has a service in place that is already working for her. She just wants to expand upon it, which I think is amazing. So some of her strengths include personal experience and a great background in basketball. As we know, Jackie has had a very long career with basketball and is now a coach and also creating her own brand. And so I think her service is amazing and will continue to grow, and it is such a strength just to have that. Also, the brand is built on ethical core values, which is perfect for any brand. It's going to really help with developing her brand. Also, she's very hands-on with her service, which I think is great because her target market really values hands-on service and word-of-mouth reviews. And so that's going to really help her because she's controlling what is happening and what is going on in her business. Also, she's very relatable. She has an amazing background story and has been through a lot and persevered through a lot. So that's also going to help with her speaking engagements and everything like that. Let's move on to weaknesses. So some of her weaknesses are social media marketing. It needs to be a little bit more developed. Also, becoming more relevant on all platforms like TikTok especially is good. Hitting that target market of kids that really are the moneymaker. And also creating a system to run her business a little bit more for her so she doesn't have to be so incredibly hands-on because we don't want Jackie to get burnt out. I know she's up for the challenge, but also she is a human. She does need help sometimes. She has a ton of opportunities and room for growth, especially on social media and with her training. She can expand upon it a lot. She can also make it available in more states and maybe even Canada. There's ability to grow with speaking arrangements always, and that will come with developing her social media more. She can also make her target market a little bit larger by targeting the kids as well, because her target market right now is millennials, people her age, because they're parents of the kids who are her moneymakers, which are 6th to 8th grade and 3rd to 6th grade. Also, she does have a couple threats. Relevance is obviously a threat because her career was a little bit ago, and so Parents who are just having kids now probably don't know a ton about Jackie. Also, college basketball camps are very popular, especially in the industry she's trying to go into. They are a huge threat expansion, and the personal aspect of her work can be hard because she's going to have to eventually build a team to help her out. The workload, we talked about that a little bit already. And also, there are some scary statistics along with girls in sports. 43% of girls will likely never play sports. So definitely getting that percentage down will make this less of a threat. Let's talk about her target market analysis. She's definitely hitting the target market for millennials. They were born in 1977, 1995, which is also the generation she is in, which is really cool because she knows her generation well because she is in it herself. And the kids she is targeting is 3rd to 6th grade and 3rd to 8th grade. That's the range that makes her the most money and are the most profitable from camps. So Jackie has obviously had a phenomenal career, and it started in 1998, kind of with more college and everything, and went into the WNBA and then coaching. So millennials have watched her grow and got to be around for her entire career, which I think is amazing. Her personal interview, we learned that this was the majority of the groups that find her is the parents of these children. Millennials are also one of the most profitable generations. They're making up over 25 to 27% of the total population, which is amazing. She has a huge target market. There's an estimated 88 million of them. They are very familiar with technology, which is why we want to expand upon her social media, because they are on social media looking for people like her for their children. Also, they value word of mouth marketing. These people really want to hear from their peers that their kid enjoyed the camp, and parents talking to parents being like, oh my gosh, she loved it, it was amazing. And it's such a personal service that this is really going to work with her company and how she's trying to build her brand. Now, we did make some target market analysis profiles. So right here we have Jessica. Jessica's a mom of 2. She's from Springfield, Missouri, so she kind of heard about Jackie Stiles just because of her hometown. And also, she's a teacher. Her girls fall in a perfect age range. They're 4th grade and 6th grade, and they like spending free time with their mom outside. She also loves social media and is on there in her free time. She values personalized services and also word of mouth training. So she's a perfect candidate for someone like Jackie. Also, let's meet Christopher. Christopher is from Kansas City, Missouri. He's a financial advisor. He is divorced with 2 kids, one of each gender. Christopher is a huge college basketball fan and has a daughter who's 13 years old, and he wants to get her into sports. Christopher enjoys playing outside with his kids and also watching sports on the weekends, and he's a huge fan of Facebook. And values really good reviews.
When we take a look at Jackie Stiles' competitors, as far as basketball camps, the first thing I noticed was the competitors' lack of credentials compared to Jackie Stiles. I had difficulty finding a single camp that featured WNBA players. If Drury is providing less value with their camps and charging $175 to $210 for a 2-day camp, I think Jackie Stiles could definitely raise her camp prices. Also, our competitors are mostly using schools as the face of their camps, whereas we would be using Jackie Stiles as the face, which does make us stand out. As far as our positioning within the market, we are already starting out in a favorable position. Jackie's current mission statement is to help you become the best version of yourself and show you that anything is possible. I think this mission statement is effective and does not need changing. Our vision for Jackie is to make her the youth and collegiate women's basketball trainer of choice by using a variety of platforms to increase exposure to our target market, as well as to penetrate national and global markets. YouTube will be an essential piece to this vision. YouTube will allow Jackie to reach a national and global audience by giving free lessons, tips, and advice weekly. Once we grow our subscribers and views, we can monetize the videos, and Jackie will be able to make money while she's sleeping.
Now we're going to be switching gears to talk about the promotional strategy. This strategy is going to consist of 2 main parts that center around the slogan, "Anything is possible." The first part is going to consist of all the social media advertisements, email newsletters, and YouTube videos. The second part is going to focus on a free car wash fundraiser to raise money for the Melanoma Foundation. Overall, the main goal is to raise awareness of Jackie's basketball camps, speaking events, and next-gen fitness opportunities. YouTube is where we can be creative and post a variety of different videos. They could be anywhere from basketball skills to workout videos, just to give more insight into what Jackie is all about. Instagram and Twitter are where there are going to be several posts a week that keep people up to date on what's going on. In addition, we want to include a small snippet on the next upcoming opportunity that people can get involved in. Weekly email newsletters are going to update people on a little bit of everything, whether it's the next basketball camp, the next speaking event, or more information about next-gen fitness. On our Facebook platform, we want to focus on how we can advertise and promote to adults specifically. On LinkedIn, we can focus on finding and connecting with companies who might be interested in future speaking events. Our idea for the free car wash fundraiser is to encourage people to come out to get a free car wash and potentially donate to the Melanoma Foundation. In addition, every car that has a prospective player for a basketball camp will receive a $10 off discount for signing up for camp that summer and get a signed Jackie Styles promotional flyer. This will allow Jackie to meet and connect with more people. So in conclusion, we want to give as much information about opportunities to people as we can through social media, and always remind them that anything is possible.
Now, we are going to look at the execution of our promotional plan. Within this, we will be looking at the schedule, the budget, and how we're going to measure the progress of our promotional strategy. We want people to be seeing posts from Jackie and her brand 3 to 4 times a week, and we want them to be interacting with these posts. We're going to post to all social media platforms on Sunday, the beginning of the week, when people are typically looking at their newsfeed. This is going to include Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, and any other platforms you can think of. Then on Monday, the first business day of the week, when people are looking at their emails, we're going to send out a weekly email blast informing people of dates, deadlines, or events coming up. Midweek, we want to post a YouTube video. These will consist of workouts, motivational messages, tips, tricks, as well as clips of camps and things Jackie has been doing. On Friday, the end of the week, before people get busy with their weekend, we are going to make another social media post to all platforms. Now, let's talk about something nobody likes to talk about: money. We have laid out a budget for Jackie that includes all of our services. Step 1, making a post twice a week that is interactive and that gets people's attention is a job within itself. So we have budgeted this to cost $350 a month. Next is the YouTube video. There's editing, collection of clips, production, and everything that goes into this. We have budgeted at $150 a month. Next is supplies for the fundraiser car wash. While it is a fundraiser, soaps, towels, utilities, and space all end up costing money. We have budgeted $1,000 total for this. We have also added in a miscellaneous part of the budget that could include things such as flyers, t-shirts, and anything Jackie could think of, which is budgeted at $500. In total, our services would cost Jackie $7,500 for the entire year. Last but not least, let's talk about measurements. We will keep Jackie informed of how many people we are reaching, because reaching more people is the entire goal. In order to do this, we plan to keep track of how many likes, comments, and shares each post receives, and work to figure out why some got more than others. We're going to keep track of what YouTube's videos get the most views and interaction. We will also create surveys that we will connect the links to in the weekly email blast, and to put the links on the social media posts to ask people what they would like to see from Jackie and her brand.
To sum up, in order to market our product, which is Jackie Styles herself, we will have to overcome many obstacles of relevance, media coverage, workload, and many others. To overcome these challenges, we have laid out a plan of physical, media, promotional, and charity marketing. Altogether, once our target market is brought into the idea of being like styles, our brand will only grow and continue to boost itself.